it's Charlie and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone is doing okay today. Hope everyone's kind of come to terms with the events of yesterday afternoon. A very cold and wet Ellen Road and proper old school throwback game was that yesterday. Probably experienced the best minute and a half I've ever experienced at Ellen Road. Those two quick fire goals were unreal scenes in that south stand, unreal scenes from across the stadium. I've seen loads of amazing videos on social media over the last day, but ultimately we did lose out to Scum. Definitely things that we need to work on and improve upon for the next two games. I'm here tonight just to do, well, it's the same kind of thing as what I usually do. I usually do predicted 11, but I think now I need to start doing what my preferred 11 would be, because whenever I've tried to predict a Bielsa lineup, it never ends up being exactly how I say. I said that for a certainty that Rafinha would start against Man United. He didn't. He started him on the bench. So it just goes to show that you really cannot predict a Bielsa lineup. So I just thought I'd come on and do what my preferred 11 would be for the game against Liverpool on Wednesday night at Anfield. So just before we get into it properly, smash that like button. Please subscribe and share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. Who would your starting 11 be and why? And yeah, let's get into it. So, as I just said, unfortunately we did end up losing out to Scum yesterday at Ellen Road, but it's a very quick turnaround. We need to dust ourselves off and we need to prepare to go again at Anfield on Wednesday night as we take on Liverpool. Now, from a Liverpool perspective, in terms of their lineup, obviously I can't really make a prediction or a preferred 11 on their team, but they've got the cup final, they've got the League Cup final against Chelsea at the weekend. So whether Klopp decides to go full strength and then take his key players off if they're comfortable in this game, or whether he goes with a weakened team because he's that confident on his depth that he can get a result against Leeds regardless, only time will tell. But I think with our lineup, we definitely saw yesterday that more or less the team that finished the game yesterday is the 11 that needs to start for me. Obviously, when Koch went off yesterday, it was square pegs in round holes. We moved Dallas from left to right back, Ayling into centre back, and everyone was just moving about. And as always, it's very confusing. I think Strike moved into CDM. So yeah, my preferred 11 for the game against Liverpool. Obviously it is Meslier in goal. Now, if we had a very good backup keeper, I'm not saying I would want Meslier to get dropped. I wouldn't go that far, but I think there'd be serious questions to be asked. His distribution yesterday was woeful. I think he could have definitely saved that third goal from Fred at the near post. I think his distribution's been off all season, if I'm honest with you, but his shot stopping is really good. You know, he did save that one from Ronaldo in the first half yesterday. So it just got to show that he is good at a lot of things. It's just his distribution last season was really good, but this season it's significantly dropped off. But it will be Illan Meslier in goal, we all know that. Now, my preferred back four, based on the fact that Llorente has been really poor of late, and obviously Koch is injured, so if Koch wasn't injured, I would have Koch in this back four, but unfortunately he's injured, so that won't be the case. So my preferred 11 goes as follows. Obviously we've said Meslier. My right back, Luke Ayling. Ayling's definitely better at right back, even though I did feel he coped fairly well with Ronaldo yesterday. I think he kept Ronaldo quiet. So yeah, Ayling at right back. My centre back partnership that I would like to see is actually Charlie Cresswell and Pascal Struijk. It probably won't be that. He'll probably continue to play Llorente, but I would love to see Charlie Cresswell. Why not? He's proved against West Ham earlier on in the season that he can play against a top team in this league. Cox's injured. Llorente's been poor. Cooper's still out. Obviously, you know, I'm not a massive Cooper fan. I know there's all these stats about us not conceding as much when Cooper's playing, and I get that he is a good leader on the pitch, but in terms of his footballing ability, with all centre-backs fit now, I used to say Llorente and Struijk, but I think now I would say Cock and Struijk. Llorente is a bit rash now of late. I think he just hasn't been up to it lately. But yeah, given the players that are available at the minute, I would have Charlie Cresswell and Pascal Struijk start at centre-back. And left-back Junior Firpo, who, when he come on yesterday, I thought was an absolute rock. Flying into challenges, putting his body on line, really good passing, looks really composed. To say that he'd come back from injury in a game of that magnitude and performed like that, unreal. I did say a while ago that I think Firpo is starting to come into his own, and I think he really is. I'm not saying that he has to perform 100% every week. We expect maximum effort every week though, and I feel he is doing that now, which is great to see. So yeah, I would have Junior Firpo at left back. Moving further forward then, so in the CDM role, I think Adam Forshaw should play there. I'll be honest, that's what I would want to see. I think Adam, obviously, yesterday he had a bit of a nightmare against Paul Pogba, but Paul Pogba on his day is world class, so I don't blame him for that. He was instrumental in that second goal, crunching tackle on Bruno Fernandes, which I always like to see. Anything to put that man on his arse. But yeah, I feel like I say it all the time about him, but it's true. He just does the basics so right. I think he solidifies that midfield really well. And in transition from defence into attack, I feel he's really good at that. So yeah, I would love to see Adam Forshaw playing that CDM role. Moving on to the four in front of him. Rafinha has to start this game. It'll be criminal if he doesn't. I know he benched him against Man U, and when I say it worked, it did in the sense of we did play much better in that second half once him and a certain other individual entered the pitch. But he needs to start this game. Liverpool at Anfield. If we've got any small, slim chance of getting anything from this game, he's going to be a part of it. So he needs to start. And I do want him to start, obviously. So yeah. Then moving on to the two in the middle. I would love to see it be Stuart Dallas and Rodrigo. Click did do really well yesterday. He did put himself about. His shooting was woeful, though, I must say. The Click of the Championship, there's that chant, isn't there? 20 yards or 30 yards, but I don't even think he could score from 2 or 3 yards this season. His shooting's just really poor, and then there's the odd time where he gives the ball away in such crucial areas of the pitch. Click's probably a player that I wouldn't mind to see get moved on in the summer. That's not me saying I hate him and that I want him out, all this stuff, but we need to evolve now, and there's certain individuals that need to be let go, and I think Click is one of them. I'll always thank him, and he'll always be a legend for getting us back up. But yeah, he is one that I feel should go. But yeah, Stuart Dallas and Rodrigo. I think Rodrigo Moreno of late has been unbelievable. Really good. Obviously, the goal yesterday, whether he meant it or not, isn't, but unreal finish. I feel like his all-round play, his passing, his link-up play has been amazing as well. He links up really well with Dan James, which I like to see, and Rafinha, and a certain other individual that I will get onto in a second. And then at left midfield or left wing, whatever you want to call it, it needs to be Dan James. I don't, I'll hold my hands up and admit, Jack Harrison, he had that cracking game against West Ham where he scored a hat-trick. But since then, what's he really done? Nothing of any real value, in my opinion. And yeah, he is a confidence-based player, and you did notice a few times yesterday that he did try getting past Aaron Wan-Bissaka and he got tackled, and you could see his confidence was low, but he did keep trying. But it was the right move for him to come off at half-time, in my opinion. So yeah, I do feel Dan James should be on that left wing position because he was amazing yesterday. He set up the goal for Rafinha. I feel like he caused their backline some serious issues at times. So yeah, I would have Dan James on the left. And up top, I think every other Leeds fan in the ground, on social media, agrees that Joe Gellart needs to start in absence of Patrick Bamford. Gellart yesterday, yes, he didn't score, I'll give you that, but his hold-up play, the ball just sticks to his feet, he turns, he charges at that back four. They were frightened of him, that back four, when he came on. A breath of fresh air. Everyone loves him when he comes on. And yeah, I'm not even saying that he'll score if he starts on Wednesday or in any other game that he starts, but I feel like we play better up top this season when he's been up front. That four as an attacking threat, Rafinha, Rodrigo, James, Gellart. Yesterday, yeah, I think any other team in and around us or maybe a bit above us, yesterday, we win the game. But because it was Man United, the quality that they've got going forward, inevitably, it did show in at the end. But any other team yesterday and we win that game, other than like Liverpool or City, I do feel that we win that game when they all were playing together. And surely Bielsa needs to see that. He does. He needs to see it. He just needs to see it, because if not, crikey, if we see Dan James up front, Dan James against Virgil van Dijk, it's just not going to end well, is it? But yeah, that's my preferred lineup for the game against Liverpool at Anfield on Wednesday night, guys. Hit me up in the comment section down below with all your thoughts and opinions. Who would you start and why? Smash that like button. Please subscribe. I think at the time of doing this, I'm about 110 away from hitting 1,000. If you've not subscribed and you keep watching, please subscribe. It's free and it really helps me out. 1,000 subscribers is something I've wanted since I started the channel. If you could really do me a solid and hit that subscribe button, you don't even understand how much it would mean. So please help me out with that, and I'll see you with my pre-match thoughts upload, which will be tomorrow night, people. I'll see you in a bit.